The ACT Science Reasoning Test measures reasoning and problem-solving skills required in the natural sciences. In this section of the ACT, you will be presented with graphs and charts, summaries of experiments, and statements by scientists drawn from material in the biological and earth sciences, physics, and chemistry. Although the material presented in this test is drawn from various natural science disciplines, this section does not test recall of factual material from your high school science courses. The answers to all the questions are contained in the material presented to you. Your task is to interpret material, draw conclusions, and use problem-solving skills to answer each question. Don't be intimidated by the material contained in the science reasoning test. For instance, if you haven't had a physics course and a particular section is a summary of several physics experiments, remember that all the information you need to answer the questions is right in front of you. On the other hand, if you have had a physics course, don't be surprised if you encounter material from something you've learned. If this happens, be careful. You must answer the questions from the material presented in the passage. If you think you know the answer to a question from a course you've taken, be sure to check the material to verify your answer. The ACT Science Reasoning Test consists of 40 questions in 35 minutes. You will be presented with some type of scientific information and then asked a series of questions on the material. The scientific information that is presented on the test consists of 3 types. Data representation problems consist of graphs or tables. Usually there are 3 data representation sets, each with 5 questions. Research summaries contain short summaries of related experiments. There are usually about 3 research sets, each with 6 questions. Conflicting viewpoints consist of 2 or more statements by scientists on a particular subject. There will be 1 problem set with 7 questions. There are 4 answer options to each question in the science reasoning test. The options will be labeled either A, B, C, D or F, G, H, J. The scoring scale on the ACT Science Reasoning Test ranges from 1 to 36, with a national average around 20. The following chart indicates how many of the 40 questions you need to answer correctly to receive various scores on this test. Finally, expect to find the most difficult problems at the end of each problem set. In this section of the tape, we will discuss each of the 3 science reasoning problem types. I will first review the strategies for each problem type. Then Dr. Smith will read an example. Several questions will then follow the example. Once again, when a question is presented, pause the tape. Use the strategies that have been presented and try to answer the question in the workbook. Then play the tape to listen to an explanation of the answer to each question.